Hello guys, I am back from another video, and today we talked what if I was in My Hero Academia. So, in the last video, we talked about Hajime going into the Velvet Room as he has to confront his true self, where he gets his true persona, a fused version of both Adonius and Onway. As when they both fused, they created his actual persona, the one that's not, well, corrupted. In this case, his true persona was Mordred. So, after getting Mordred and waking up from that little, shot to the chest, he defeats, Izuku. But before he basically defeated him, he basically got into a shadow form, where his persona would change as his persona would transform into Snorky, where it had, Tommy guns, basically for arms, as he started shooting at him. But, unfortunately, the, estate slash, palace would start cracking and basically start turning into dust. And so, when they did escape, they made it back to Japan without any hitches. But an army composed of hell, heaven, and purgatory, the underworld, not really the underworld, I meant like the monster world, basically started arriving to Japan, where they didn't actually really destroy the city, and if, the heroes try to attack them, they, get decimated, but the city would not get destroyed. In fact, they seem to be quite intact. And for the people, they would be thrown gold and many other types of trinkets from hell, heaven, and also from the monster world. And they seem to be going into the direction, into the direction of UA. And so, we ended off the episode right there. And so, let's talk about what happens next. So, when this army arrives at the UA, the heroes were ready for a fight. But one of them steps up, being the man wearing a black suit, bow tie, and top hat. He also seems to have a cane slash scythe. Well, the scythe resembles a cane, which he walks with, as he says this: "My apologies for my daughter's impudence. My name is Jack Superbia, the King of Hell, and I'm really sorry for my daughter's rebellious attempts to take over this world." As all of them would say this: "Wait, that's your daughter? But you look so young." As he would say this: "Oh yeah, I am an incubus, or at least half incubus, so..." As one of them would come up, as this person was the woman with blonde hair and blue eyes. As she says this: "My name is Rose Superbia. I'm Jack Superbia's, wife. And I'm really sorry for others, attempts to destroy this world, and also take over it. I'm really sorry." As they would say this: "So, you're saying sorry for literally having your daughter basically try and take over this world?" As they would say this: "Yes, it's a bit of a dilemma. But either way, we were sorry. We are absolutely sorry. We'll do anything. But please, we are really sorry." As one of them would say this, being Hajime. So, that's supposed to be the actual original? So I'm a clone of him. I meant a clone of him. Jack Superbia. As Jack would look and see him, as he would say this: "I'm guessing you're the clone that..." I seriously need to talk with him. As he teleports towards him, as he says this: "So, mind telling me your name, young man?" or clone, or whatever you want to prefer to call yourself. He would say this: "Oh, my name is Hajime. Hajime Tiki. So, you're." As he would say this: "Yep, I'm the actual original. The name is Jack Superia. It's nice to meet you, Hajime." As he would say this. So, as he would say this: "Yeah, it's a bit awkward. I'm really sorry for my, well, sister's attempts in, like, not sister, I meant, daughter's, well, little attempt of, like, taking over your world. But you're also not technically from this world, so I guess sorry for making my daughter, or at least my daughter, basically taking over. You basically get it. He's kind of like, well, well, kind of shy at this point. He's kind of like a bit angry at his daughter, being Lavenza, but also trying to apologize. As one of them would say this, being Aizawa, but still, what you're gonna do anyway to apologize for this? As he would say this, "Oh, I actually been planning a party for my daughter's coronation, but I guess we had to delay it. But we will still have the party anyway. So, would you care to join? It will be in a few weeks, so you better prepare, because this party is gonna be to die for. And it's an apology for, well, you know." As everybody would hear this, as they would say this, specifically Mina. "Wait, we're going to hell for a party? That sounds amazing." As one of them would say this, well, being, well, Kaminari. "Well, I guess that's okay." As All Might would say this, "I guess that's a good, well, apology. Mr. As he would say this, just call me Jack. My friends just call me that. Anyway, I hope you prepare. Our coachman will gladly bring you there. And don't worry, he won't bite. And though he is a werewolf," he kind of laughs as he tells his army to start moving. And so, they disappear into a large portal, resembling a large, well, blue gate. And then they disappear. As everybody was confused, but also excited for the large party that's coming up very soon next week. Or, several weeks. "So, yeah, I'm guessing school is going to be delayed," says, well, Hajime. As, well, Aizawa would say this, "Yeah, this is going to be a drag." As he would see on the news, like, he gets, like, a, text from his, like, phone, as apparently the news says that apparently Island is actually going to be, well, participating in this, well, party in hell. As one of them would say this, "Wait, you mean that Island?" As apparently, well, the article says that Melissa and also David Shield are attending there so they can meet the High Scientist of Hell, aka Dr. Sign, aka, well, Hajime's actual father. Or at least not actually biological like father. It's more like the one that literally made him in the lab. Sorry for all of the noises. My brother is currently playing Terraria with my cousin, which I'm also planning to do. I'm really sorry for the noise. Okay? So, either way, let's continue. So, we move to like a few weeks later as everybody is getting ready to go to hell. As in, like, you know, not killing themselves. Like, literally preparing to go to hell. As everybody from Class 1A to Class 1B, and also from the General Studies group, and also the support group. And not only that, several heroes also arrived so they can, you know, enjoy the party, but also that these demons will, you know, attack them or try and backstab them. And so they see the large coachman. The coachman seems to resemble a werewolf, and the other seems to be, well, a skeleton with a flaming face. As they would say this, "Alright, hop in." As they see that it's a large limousine. as they would get in, as it seems to be infinitely, has infinite room at this point. It literally has infinite room, this limousine. As everybody would say this. This feels weird. As one of them would say this. Agreed. It seems to have no, limits in rooming. And so, they started going towards hell. They basically, teleport away as they see that they're in hell. The city of Dis. Where they see the city is basically beautiful. With several, billboards and several, districts. As they see several of the residents. Each looking like monsters, humans, and many other people. As they were told to get out, so they do as they're on the streets, where they started moving towards the large castle slash casino. That is where, the original, King of Hell used to be, aka Lucifer Superbia. As while they're in the city, they bump into a person. As, Hajime would say this. Oh, sorry about that. As they would see another Izuku? But he definitely doesn't look like the Izuku from, from the Infernal Knights. As one of them would get ready to fight, as he would say this. Whoa, I'm sorry. I don't know you, and why are you trying to fight me? As one of them would say this, but you're Izuku from the Infernal Knights, right? Says, Izumi. As he would say this. Wait, are you girl me? I mean, it's not weird, but still. As one of them would say this, so you're not the Izuku from the Infernal Knights? As he would say this. Oh, no. I'm guessing you're confused. This place is actually a hub for several different types of dimensions. Specifically me, I'm actually a warlock, not a Infernal Knight or whatever you want to call them. As one of them would say this. Wait, a warlock? As he would say this. Yeah, I'm looking for some spider eyes. And maybe some I'm trying to find some ingredients for a potion. My damn sister, My sister got into a little accident. As they hear something in the distance. Brother! As he would say this. What is it, Toga? Say this. Wait, Toga? As Toga would say this. Wait, that's me? As they would see a different version of Toga. This Toga seems to have several lines on a part of her face. One of her eyes seems to be pure blood red, as her pale skin is also, creepy. She looks like a dead body at this point, but a dead body that recently got killed. As she would say this. Whoa, a different version of a Class 1A? Huh. So, nice to meet you. The name's Toga. Toga, wait for a second. Toga Morte. As they would say this. Toga Morte. How about as he would say this. Oh, the name's Izuku Morte. Well, I'm the adopted son of the greatest, the greatest warlock in all of the land. Or at least in my world. As they would say this. Wait, what? As Bakugo would say this. So, how about me? As he would say this. Do I know you? I mean, I don't recognize you at all. As one of them this. So, you don't have a Bakugo in your world? As he would say this. What's a Bakugo? As they would be oh so shocked. As he would say this. Either way, I need to be leaving. As she would say this. Being Toga Morte. Yeah, I should be leaving as well. The disease is starting to spread. As they would see that there's a gigantic ass mushroom right in the, literally in the back of her, as it seems to be sentient. As they would see one of the eye, they would see an eye on that mushroom. As they would say this, so I'm guessing they seriously need to get that potion, says Kaminari. And so, after that little interaction with one of my old series, if you don't know, one of my old series was called What If it was well, a warlock, or at the time, what if Deku was question mark, question mark, question mark. Yeah, that was a fun little cameo. And so they started going into the castle, where they see that it's a large casino where several demons come here to gamble. But some of you are thinking, wait, I thought it was supposed to be in um, the greed ring or something like that. Not technically. In hell, well, gambling it's more like a sport, like basketball or something like that. It's basically like a sport. And so, as everybody started looking through this palace, they would see, well, um, Jack and Rose basically maintaining the casino slash castle. As they would say this, "Oh, you finally arrived. We're clearly sorry. Well, it's not yet time, but you can do whatever you want. I'll let one of my friends escort you." As one of them would say this, fine. Oh, what a drag. As they would hear the sound of a gravelly voice, as they would see the ginger haired, hook wielding man, as he would say this, "Hey, nice to meet you. I'm the Principal High, the prestigious school of hell. So, what's your names or whatever?" As he grabs a bottle of whiskey and starts chugging it, as Aizawa would say this, "You're supposed to be the principal of this school, of this, well, Hell High or something? Then why are you," as he would say this, "do not talk about it." As he would say this, "Alright, where do you want to go?" As he would say this, being, well, wait for a second, Monoma. "So, can we go to this Hell High school or whatever it's called?" As he would say this, sure. And besides, the school festival's right here, right now. So, I guess we can be going there." As one of them would say this, "Wait, a school festival?" As he would say this, "Oh yeah, apparently there's a school festival every year in Hell, celebrating the victory of, well, Hell, Heaven, and, well, the Monster World's victory against the quirk users that literally tried to slaughter us." As they would basically stop talking. As he would say this, "Oh, um, I guess that's quite um, actually, let's go to the high school right now." As All Might would say this, "Anyway, but what is your name? I never caught your..." As he would say this, "Oh, my name. I forgot to tell you. My name is..." "The name's Jason Hawkins. I'm Irish. Anyway, let's go." So, they started going to Hell High, where they see several monsters, angels, demons, many other species in, well, the main universe, or the origin universe, I'm calling it, in my AU, basically resides. As they see several monsters, other types of creatures from different worlds, as they see several stalls containing several different types of cuisine, mostly from the Gluttony Ring. They would also see games from the Pride Ring. They would also see some fighting matches, in fact, from the Wrath Ring, which, some people are currently tearing each other apart. Yeah, let's just move away from that. As one of them would get bumped, wait for a second, as they hear something in the distance. They hear fighting. As they would think, "Oh, that's probably nothing." As Jason would say this, these damn kids. "Hey, Inferno Knights, can you at least behave for once?" As some of them would say this, "Wait, the Inferno Knights?" As they see them basically fighting. Mostly three girls. These girls were is Narukami, Emma, and Lavenza, as they seem to be fighting over Izuku. Yeah, let's just say, in this universe, not Hajime, I meant Izuku, as the Infinity Knight, is also quite the subject to some harems. And his main, love interests are Narukami-sama, aka, um, um, Shin, Shinjitsu, and also Emma, and finally, Lavenza herself. They're always bickering on who's going to be, um, you know, with Izuku, and so they're currently fighting right now. While they were fighting, they get noticed by, them. As, well, Jason would say this: can both of you behave? Like, all of you, just behave. And besides, it's a goddamn school festival. It's all. And you're supposed to be the school council. Not the school council, more like the school de. Wait for a second. God dang it. And you're supposed to be the school count. The stu. I meant the student school council or whatever. Whatever. As they would say this. Oh, we're sorry, principal. As um, well, let's just say when Izuku saw them, let's just say he started getting Vietnam flashbacks. As he would say this: wait, wait, you damn quirk users dare to go into our school. As one of them gets kicked and right in the nuts, being, um, you know, Izuku, he gets kicked in the nuts. By, in fact, you know, well, Jason, as he would say this: remember, you're supposed to, like, you're supposed to freaking apologize to them, remember? You literally tried to take over their world and basically enslave everybody. Can you please just say sorry? Please just accept them for once. God damn. I'll be going into this principal's office. I'm going to be drinking my sorrows away. See ya. As they, well, started interacting with, the three Infinity Knight members. As, we see Narukami actually talking pretty well with some of the Class 1A girls. And some of the girls are asking, what is their relationship with, with this world's, Izuku. As she would say that she's quite in love with him. And also, some of the Class 1B and, Class 1B girls would also start talking to both Lavenza and Emma, talking about their relationship with, Izuku. As for Izuku himself, he doesn't want to talk to anybody, except for both Izumi and Hajime. As he would say this: I'm really sorry for my horrible doings last time, but I'm quite accepting of people like you, because you're not a quirk user, just like them. Anyway, it's nice to meet you, Mr. Hajime Katsuki. Actually, I should just call you Hajime, because I never want to be reminded of that horrible, horrible name. As Hajime would say this: well, I guess you're right, because of your... As he would say this: yes, and also you, female version of me. As, Izumi would say this: yeah, as he would say this: not bad of a dress. So who are you impressing? As she would say this: well, my boyfriend, Davi. As he would say this: wait, Davi? Uh, actually, I don't even want to ask. Anyway, so, what are you thinking of this, little festival? As they say this: the festival is quite interesting, especially with the cultures. As he would say this: yes, the monster and angel cultures seem to be conflicting, but they can still get along, especially with the demons. And for the demons and the angels, they're actually quite, well, um, good on each other's parts. In fact, quite ever since the union of both Mr. and Mrs. Superbia. As Lavenza would say this, "Hey Zuku," as he would say this, "Yes, mistress." As she would say this, "I want you to get all of the band equipment very soon. Got it?" As he would say this, "Right. Where's my head?" As he starts moving away to go to the band room where they get their instruments. The reason why, wait for a second. Sorry about that. So, after a while in the, well, um, little festival, and also the reason why they have like instruments in the first place, by the way, is because they're actually, well, in a band. In fact, the entire Infinity Night group is a band as well. They're just called the Phantoms, by the way. And so, when it's finally time for the Battle of the Bands, well, they obviously win by a landslide, by the way, because of their singing, thanks to Lavenza. The reason why Lavenza is pretty good at singing is because of her father, aka me, aka, well, Jack. Jack is actually an entertainer back in the day. Back in the day, when he was in, well, the human world, he actually did a gig at a little, like, restaurant. And it's not LeBlanc. It's actually from a different restaurant. In fact, he was actually a pretty good singer and, well, pretty popular at the time as well. So, after singing, the Infinity Night group decides to get some lunch, as he invites, well, all of Class 1A and Class 1B, and also the heroes. And as for the top 10 heroes, they were told that they should probably go back to, you know, to the casino slash castle. And so, they started leaving as they started going onto a large train. This train was called the Phantom Express. As they hear this, "All aboard!" As they see a large monstrous demon. That seems to be the train conductor. And so they started moving towards, well, several of the 8 circles. As they were told to get off because, well, they're finally at the, wait for a second, the second circle of hell, aka the city of gluttony. And so they started leaving to go to that little restaurant. And as in little, I mean, well, gigantic. Because this is Hell's Kitchen, aka the restaurant of Mr. Well, um, you know, wait for a second. Of Mr. Beelzebub Gula. Where they made it there as they started eating, as everybody thinks that the food is absolutely amazing. As one of them would say this, being Emma. Well, it's obvious. Hell, or should I say Beelzebub himself, is quite a culinary master. He, after all, is the embodiment of gluttony, so he can obviously find the best taste for you. As they would see, well, Bakugo basically chomping down on some spicy food, basically like, basically in his comfort zone. As for Hajime, Hajime would start eating a, well, a delicious burger and also fries. As for the rest of the Infinity Knights, they would eat, well, some pretty luxurious food. As Ida would notice, well, Izuku drinking wine. As one of them would say this, being, well, obviously, Ida, "Why are you drinking wine? You're obviously underaged." As he would say this, "Well, I am, but I'm technically 18 now." As they would say this, "Wait, what?" As he would say this, "Yeah, I'm technically 18. I did die back when I was, well, 15, but After staying here in hell, it kind of aged me up. Even though my physical body doesn't change, my actual body or actual mind changes over time. As they would say this, being, well, Mina. So when is the party? As he would say this, oh, midnight. But it's still not yet time. As Aizawa would say this, so midnight, eh? As he would say this, yes. And also you, Mr. Hajime. As Hajime would say this, as he would say this, being Izuku. It seems that you and these three girls, I think their names were, wait for a second. I think those girls' names were Momo, Kendo, and Jiro, right? As all three of them basically spit their food, as, Hajime would say this. What? As Momo would say this. Yeah, what are you talking about? As Hajime would say this. I am not dense. I can obviously tell that you're obviously in love with these three girls. As one of them, being Mina, would say this. Ooh, tea. Basically, just like grabbing onto like a teacup. As for, well, six, she would say this. Interesting. I can definitely smell the lust coming up from all of you three. As all of them would start blushing as hard as they can. As, well, Izuku would say this. I can obviously tell that all of you are actually in love with each other. Like, seriously. It's like shooting fish in a barrel. Actually, I can obviously do that, because I'm the greatest marksman of hell, after all. Anyway, so, either way, let's get ready to go. It seems that it's almost midnight, and the party is about to begin. And so, everybody started leaving, well, the, well, restaurant, as one of them would say this. Wait, did we forget to pay? As, well, wait for a second. Narukami-sama would say this. Oh, don't worry. I paid it with my credit card over here. It's a golden and, well, gem embedded, card. As one of them would say this. Are you seriously that rich? As he says this. I meant she. Yeah, obviously. I am the Knight of, well, Cupididas, aka Greed. And I did work under, well, wait for a second. I did work for Mammon back in the day. And I still do. So I guess that's why I'm pretty rich. As they started leaving the, well, the second circle of hell to go back to the eighth circle of hell, aka Dis, or the city of Dis, if you want to call it. And so, this will be the end of the episode. And so, this is actually going to be the, second to last episode. Tomorrow's, episode is going to be the last episode, so I hope you're ready for that. And I'm also excited because, well, when I finally, well, end this series, I'm going to start doing some Danmachi what ifs, aka what ifs about. So, if you want to request me to do some, well, what ifs about, like, Bell, aka, um, like, Danmachi what ifs, just tell me in the comments or something like that. But, unfortunately, I already have some ideas for what ifs for Danmachi, so, just, like, keep those comments, like, um, or like ideas down below, because I would like to do those. So just tell me in the comments or anything like that, okay? Anyway, so I hope you liked the video, comment, and subscribe, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye bye!